Hey guys, hope y'all are having a good week. And I know in my last video I had mentioned that James and I are going to be starting a new tradition with our kids this year for Christmas, and been trying to get it done so I could share with y'all what I've been working on. But you know, our kids are getting older now. They're getting to where they can really understand things. They're like little sponges. They're just soaking it all up. They want to learn. And so whether it's for your kids, your grandkids, maybe you have kids at church, you teach children's church, or you know, you babysit kids throughout the week, or whatever the case may be, this would be an awesome little project. Our kids aren't quite old enough to actually make this stuff right now, so I made it, but this will be something that they can use for the next few years, and then, you know, on down the road, Bella or Gabe can use it with their kids, and you know, it'll be something that their grandma made. But you know, I really wanted a good tradition to start with our kids, at least right now, and of course more traditions will come, but I wanted to start early because, you know, with the holidays coming, Christmas coming, you know, we get just swarmed with, you know, the whole wrong reason of the holiday. I know it's so cliche, but we get so swarmed with buying gifts and giving gifts, and you know, the Lord has just convicted me this year, and I don't know why it's just been this year. I love the Christmas season. I love decorating. I love, you know, giving gifts, and especially now that we have our kiddos, you know, it's such a exciting time of the year because they're excited, and they're learning all about it, but I want it to be all about the right reason. I want to start young, and I want them to know what it is about. And so, you know, the Lord really convicted me. I guess I've really kind of got in the Christmas spirit about a week ago. I'm ready to put my decorations up, but I'm really trying to wait until after Thanksgiving, at least the day after Thanksgiving, to start kind of putting that stuff up. But really started kind of listening to the music and thinking about what decorations I'm going to put up in the house. But the Lord just convicted me so hard this year. I just had this overwhelming amount of stress thinking, what am I going to get this person? What am I going to give that person? What could I get them that they don't already have? They don't need anything. And the Lord has just convicted me so hard this year. And it's one of those moments where, you know, sometimes He whispers to us and it's a little harder to hear, or we, you know, are not always so obedient to listen. That's why it's a little harder to hear. And then sometimes He has those moments that He kind of yells at us. And it was kind of one of those yell moments, not like that I'm angry with you, but that I really want you to hear this kind of thing. It was, why are you so worried and stressed about buying and giving these gifts when I gave you the gift, and that should be satisfaction enough? And I told James, I said, I mean, just to the point of tears. It just convicted me to the point where I thought, I just don't even care anymore about the presents and about the decorations. And I mean, I'm gonna put decorations up and stuff, but I mean, as far as the giving part, you know, it was just like, man, why are you not satisfied with the gift that has been given to you? And yet you're rushing around, hurrying around, stressed about what you can give other people. And, you know, man, it shook me a little bit. And so I have really kind of been honing in on, I want to teach our kids right from the very start. And so James and I had kind of talked about what some traditions that we could start to help with that. And so I found this really cool website online, and I'll actually post the link down below. But this there's a template online of these Bible characters that you could make, and it was the Nativity. And I mean, I grew up in the 90s going to church. If you went to church, you know what a felt board was, and you know that it was a big deal because that's how you learned your Bible stories. And you know, I went to go buy one the other day, and you just cannot find them anywhere. So I had to make my own, but it actually turned out really good. And these are actually going to be keepsakes, like I said, that the kids can pass down. And so we are going to do a Christmas Advent calendar this year, starting December 1st. And the kids will, I've got little pieces, and they're going to draw them out, and we're going to tell the Bible story day by day the whole month of December. And you know, I want, when they pull out Mary, I want them to know who she was, what kind of life she upheld, the feelings that she felt. And even though Bella and Gabe are, one is 4, one is about to be 3, you know, they are very smart, and kids can understand this stuff. And parents, it is our job to take that time and sit down with them in the evenings or the mornings and teach them those things. We're responsible for these babies. And so I want to show you this board that I made, and it is, like I said, it's a felt board. All of this is felt, and I made all these little things. I sat down one night after the kids went to bed and cut all these out and glued them together, and they just stick on the board. It's just felt sticking to felt. And so I made these little characters, like here's our little Mary and our little Joseph. And then, you know, we've got the shepherd boys and their sheep and the animals. And, oh, I don't know where I had a cow on here, but I don't know where he went. He must have fell off. But here's the donkey and baby Jesus in the manger. And then I've got my wise men over here, if you can see them. And this is the road. And I don't know if you can really tell or not, but I made a little sign right here, Bethlehem, this way. And then I've got Little Rock, Arkansas, 6,714 miles away. But this is gonna be just their little thing. They're gonna draw out a piece each day. We are gonna talk about it, what happened, what was going on during that time, why it happened the way it happened. We're going to have our Bible out and read our scriptures with them. And like I said, they are young, but there's no reason why they can't understand this stuff. And it gives them a chance to kind of learn what goes where. Mary and Joseph go in the manger, you know, and it's just something that we can take the whole month of December and stretch it out over the whole month. And they can learn about who these people were, why the Lord orchestrated this story the way he did, and what Christmas is all about. And this little piece right here, it's gonna sit, we spend all of our time in our living room. We sit in here and we visit and we watch movies together. And this is gonna sit right over here by our tree, because they need to know what the real reason is for Christmas. And it's such an easy way for them to learn, and they can interact with it and put the pieces here and there, and they can draw them out and they can learn the names. And but like I said, it was such an easy project. And if you've got older kids, they can make these with you. Bella and Gabe are not old enough, so I went ahead and made them myself. But it's such an easy project, but it's something that will last years. And essentially it teaches them what the season is about. And so I just wanted to share with you, because it is our job to teach these babies, whether you're mother, father, aunt, uncle, sister, you know, grandma, grandpa, cousin, babysitter. It's our job. If these babies are under your care, it is our job, and it's our job to teach them right. And so, you know, we need to get back to what the Lord has called us to do as parents, and to teach these babies what the world is not teaching them. And so this is just such a simple little project, but it's so easy, but it makes a lasting impact on our kids. And so we're really excited to start this with our kids on December 1st. That's why I wanted to hurry up and get it done and show y'all. But think about doing it as a project with your kids if they're old enough to make them, and have them made by December 1st, and then you can start it. Like I said, I finished this thing in like 2 days. I spent one night cutting it out, and the next night gluing it all together, and it's all felt and glue, and that's about it. And so I'll put the link down below. It's a template. It's really simple. I just cut it out and then put it on top of the felt and cut it out. But really think about starting a tradition or two with your kids, especially coming up with the holiday season, because they need to know what it's about, and they need to know that it's not about the presents and the gifts. And you know, I've just been so convicted this year about, you have got to teach your kids right from the very beginning, because if you don't, they're going to get consumed with what the world is telling them, and it's wrong. And I'm not saying that we can't celebrate Christmas and open presents, but I think that we need to shift our focus and keep our priorities right, and keep that front and center. So anyway, there's a little project. If you have any questions or comments, just post it down below. And anyway, make you some little characters, have fun with your family. Make it a fun thing where they can, you know, you talk about it on a daily basis, and who's gonna come into the picture next, and what angel said this, and you know, what wise man brought this, and teach your kids the right things. It's what we've been called to do, and we've got to be obedient to the Lord and the calling that He's placed on our life for these babies. So I hope y'all enjoy. Like, share, subscribe, and if you have any questions for me, post down below, and I will talk to you guys in a few days. Y'all have a good weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.